Hello there. Today I'm going to explain to beginners and elite dangerous how to interact with one of the easiest forms of combat in game, bounty hunting and navigation beacons. There is no requirement other than having a ship equipped with some guns. You can start even with your Sidewinder or with any other ship you have, but keep in mind that you may need to pick smaller targets while you get used to the combat mechanics. As a simple rule, pulse lasers are effective for stripping shields, while multi-cannons are good at damaging hull. So it's common to use a combination of both, especially their gimbal versions. A great way to increase your rewards in bounty hunting is by equipping a kill warrant scanner, since it can reveal additional bounties issued against your target. You can also equip a chaff launcher to help you evade dangerous situations by releasing chaff, which disrupts hostile tracking. Before launching your ship, remember to set your fire groups according to your preferences using the ship panel accessed with a number 4 key. So the first step is to navigate to the Nav beacon in your system. It's always located near the main star, and you can lock onto it using your left side navigation panel by pressing 1 and selecting the Nav beacon. Once you get there, unlock the Nav beacon so that it doesn't get stuck on your radar. Now you can start scanning all the ships in the area. There are 2 main ways to do this. You can look at them on the radar and maneuver toward them, or you can open the navigation panel and lock onto them through the Contacts tab. You are only looking for wanted ships. You can see whether a ship is wanted by scanning it and checking if it is marked with a red wanted indicator. Once you find a wanted ship, you can approach it and start scanning it with your kill warrant scanner if you have one equipped. I recommend engaging only after you have good positioning over or behind the target ship. This gives you an advantage when starting a fight, which is always helpful. But be aware, if you are carrying cargo, sometimes wanted bandits may scan and engage you first. If you are attacked first, just stay calm, press H to lock onto the hostile ship and engage it. Always try to stay above or behind your target to avoid taking unnecessary hits. If you can't win a fight, put all your pips into engines and try to escape. That brings us to another important point. Once you understand how to pick your targets, start managing your energy to increase the time you can fire without waiting for a recharge. You can do this by resetting the distributor with a down arrow, then redirecting power to weapons with a right arrow, while still keeping some energy in the other systems. As a quick tip, the left arrow increases system energy, which mainly recharge your shields, and the up arrow sends energy to thrusters, which is useful for chasing a fleeing target or for general maneuvering. If you want more available power, you can buy better power plants and power distributors. And if you want to specialize your distributor, you can engineer it for better performance. That's the minimum you need to know to start your combat interactions in Nav Beacons. Be aware that if you encounter a compromised Nav beacon, you may want to avoid it, because they involve different mechanics where NPCs outnumber you and are much stronger. The most common combat ships in Elite Dangerous follow a clear progression. Beginners usually start with light fighters like the Sidewinder, Eagle, Cobra Mk3, Viper Mk3, then move into stronger small ships like the Vulture or the newer Kestrel Mk2, then advance to medium-class combat ships such as the Chieftain, Python Mk2, Corsair, Fer-de-Lance, and finally reach the high-end Big 3, the Federal Corvette, Anaconda, and Imperial Cutter. I hope you find this guide useful and that you start your own bounty hunting experience with these tips. If this guide helps you, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. Thank you, and now stay with more footage of navigation beacon bounty hunting.